Hey, Scalp Care Divas, how you doing today? Since you're here, I know that you're ready to build your salon and generate more revenue as a hairstylist. In this video, we're going to talk about the pros and the cons to being a commissioned hairstylist when you're first beginning out. So when you're just starting out as a stylist, it can be a decision to make. You don't know whether you're going to do booth rental styling or whether you're going to be a commissioned stylist. And so I wanted to share this video because I wanted to give some insight to the pros and the cons of the commission styling. I'm actually going to do another video that complements this one about booth rental styling as well. So that's going to be in the series. So look forward to that. So pro number one for being a commissioned stylist, they actually supply all of your products. So your shampoos, your conditioners, your bobby pins, all your clippies, all of those things that you would have to invest in as a booth rental stylist. The commission stylist, that stuff is styled for you because you're an employee. Which leads me into the second thing. Number two, as a commissioned stylist, they take care of your taxes. You don't have to do, you're not a 1099. You get a W-2 at the end of the year. They make sure they do all of the ins and outs of that. And so you don't have to worry about any of that. So that's pretty good as a commissioned stylist. It's a good thing, especially when you're entry level. Number three, you don't have any large equipment to purchase. Okay, so you're not purchasing the big salon chair or the salon mirrors or mats and all of these different things that are big investments when you first get started as a hairstylist. Leading me into the next one, which is number four. You don't have any overhead costs. Like there's not like this big amount of money that you're going to have to invest in before you begin working. You can go in there. They'll have most of the things ready for you. I think when I first started, all I had to do was buy my shears. I purchased my shears. They had everything else for me. So it was really good for if you're just starting out. Okay. So number five, a pro to being a commission stylist that I thought was a pro is that they pay for your continuing education. And a lot of times they have continuing education lined up for you that fulfills your qualifications. I mentioned in the last video about the benefits of having continuing education. You can check that out, links up here. And that was really, your state requires it. So remember to check your state's requirements. But a lot, when you're working as a commissioned stylist, those companies have all kind of classes lined up for you. So you don't have to worry about getting any continuing education hours there. Okay. Number six, the marketing is pretty much done for you. You don't have to go out there and market yourself. You're getting walk-ins. The company who you're working for, like the Altas, the Regis, things like that, they are marketing for you. And so you don't have to go out and promote yourself as a stylist because they're bringing the clientele to you. Number seven, the last one for a pro, is when, I think this was one of my favorite ones, when you're off, you're off. Okay? As a commissioned stylist, you don't have to, when the clients are calling in, you're not booking them. You don't have to make sure that the scheduling is right. All of that stuff, you have people that are taking care of that. And when you clock out, when the store is closed, there's no calls, there's no voicemails, they got to call the next day. But when you're working as a booth rental stylist, you get your phone, they text you, you send a message, you respond. It's more immediate, okay? So that is the pros to being a commissioned stylist. Some of the cons, okay? Some of the things that I thought, like the reasons that I got out of commission styling. Con number one, you're limited to the products that they provide you. And as an African-American stylist, I need products that are going to work for my type of client's hair. And it's more kinkier, it's more curlier, it needs a little bit more moisture, not grease, not no heavy oils or anything like that. But I needed to be able to use a variety of products and try those things out on my clients. When I was working as a commissioned stylist, I was new to the game. So working as a commissioned stylist, if you're in a store like I was in Ulta and Regis, they had all of these different products. I wanted to try every last one of them on all of these different types of hair because I wanted to know what worked best for my client. But it doesn't work that way. You're only allowed to use the products that they supply you, and you can ask if they use more. So that is one of the cons that I thought as a commissioned stylist. Number two, you're not a business owner. And I don't know if that means anything to you, but to me, it means everything. It means my freedom. It does. It means everything. So if you want to be a business owner, you're going to need to be a booth rental stylist, because commissioned stylist, you're not a business owner. You're an employee. Okay. Number three, As a commission stylist, if there is like additional equipment that you need, say you want to do sew-ins and or something like that, and you're inside of a commission space, they do not supply that. They're not going to get you needle and thread for the sew-in and any of the things that you need. If you're going to have to supply those things yourself. So if you have specialty services and you're a commission stylist, you still are going to have to come out of pocket out of stuff because they're not going to supply you anything that they wouldn't use on their clients. If that makes sense. Hopefully that makes sense because that's how it works. Number 4, if you're a commission stylist, you don't have a choice in the continuing education that you take. Whatever they say you're taking, that's what you take. And it's sometimes mandatory. Some of that stuff you don't even do. You don't even have a desire to do, but you still have to participate in the coursework. So that is, I thought that was a con of, and then a lot of times it's after you get off of work. So you done styled all day and then you got to stay after to learn some stuff you don't even want to, girl, listen. Okay, so that was a con for me for being a commission stylist. Number 5, this is one of my big things, is you don't set your own prices. You do not set your own prices. As a commission stylist, the company sets the prices and you must abide by those prices. I found that when I was working as a commission stylist, as an African-American stylist, that it turned out that our pricing, this is going to be, I want to explain this, okay? Our pricing as African-American stylists, when you go to a white salon, is higher. But when you come to us, it's lower. And I noticed that. And I don't know if anybody else knows. Leave it in the comments if you notice that in your area as well. Like when I worked at Regis, they made me charge extra for everything. So at Regis, you could get, at the time, you can get a shampoo style for probably like $30 or whatever. Because this was long time ago, like 10, 15 years ago. But when a black person came in, I had to charge them extra for the flat iron. But white people, you could round brush. See, but then black people would come in and say, but you said shampoo style, but then flat iron was extra. So it was, but either way, I don't even know. But that really happened. And so they make your pricing as a commission stylist. And I felt like there was a little bit of, I don't know, racism inside of that pricing embedded in there. But either way, they get to choose that. And I thought that was a con for commission styling. Another thing is another con to commission styling, number 6, is they set your hours. You got to work when they want you to work. So when I worked at Regis, right, I had just started working there and I think I was there. I was over my 90 days, but I got this new boss and my boss was like, she was a bitch. She was always a bitch. She knew she was a bitch. Okay. And she would say she was a bitch, but one day she came in and I'm all excited and giddy like I typically am. And she pulls me to the side and she's like, hey, Rayshawn. I'm like, hey, how you doing? She was like, well, I can fire you for any reason in the state of Ohio. What? Okay, well, I'm glad I know that. Is that so you're supposed to scare me? I don't know what it was. But if you don't take the hours, you could get fired. So be careful. They make your hours. You don't get to make your own hours. And number 7, to me, the last thing, but the most significant, probably should have been number 1, is they can take up to 60% of your revenue. Did you hear that? They can take up to 60% of your revenue. So if you can be making the $100,000 and you get $40,000 and they get 60. That's how it works as a commission stylist. And the typical split, the highest I've seen was 55% for a stylist that's been there for an extended period of time. But you have to move up and they're taking a lot of your money. So there are pros to being a commission stylist. And as we just discussed, there are cons to being a commission stylist. So if that was helpful for you, let me know. What do you think about the pros and the cons of being a commission stylist? Leave a comment below. Be sure to subscribe to this channel. And guys, remember, if you're a hairstylist that is looking to generate more revenue in your salon, be sure to text Scalp Care for Revenue to 330-942-1777. If you would like to get a little bit more information or you want to play a little game, take the survey, take this application that we have to see if you even qualify to participate in the program. Yes, you have to qualify, guys. I can't teach everybody, and I want to make sure that you understand that this is a partnership. And in order for us to make sure that we're generating revenue, I have to ensure that I'm qualified to help you and you are qualified to participate. So thank you so much for tuning in. You guys have a great day, and I will talk to you in the next video. Bye-bye.